Hello and welcome to the next episode of our Let's Look at the Rules Cyclopedia for Dungeons and Dragons. We're moving on today to the next chapter, chapter 15, The Immortals, which I have no idea what this is going to be. This is completely new to me, but let's just read the beginning. As characters reach higher experience levels, they will become aware of powers even mightier than they. Powers beyond mortal ken. Okay. The influence of these powers is deeply interwoven with the fabric of campaign events, and it becomes clear that these superior beings manipulate the world, perhaps the entire multiverse, according to their own desires. These beings are the Immortals. Okay. So, the Immortals and Spheres of Power. Once mortal heroes of legend, the Immortals gain powers and responsibilities beyond worldly concerns. Now, Immortals, they suddenly manipulate the events of the multiverse to advance their spheres of power. Okay. Then we got the spheres of power, here we go, Immortals in the game. Immortals provide challenge for high-level characters. Their subtle manipulations lead to campaign events, and the possibility of reaching the status And the possibility of reaching this status provides characters with a new goal. Okay. And then Immortal statistics. We've got manifestation table. Okay. So this is kind of just like late game play, I guess, where instead of having your bog standard monsters and NPCs, you have these very powerful beings that influence the world, and maybe your players want to try to become one. But that was interesting. Kind of weird. We go PCs becoming immortals. Since all immortals were once mortal, the DM may permit characters to seek immortality by taking the winding journey into heroic legend. It is not easy to gain immortality, and most never succeed, but the truly persistent and heroic character may gain immortality if proved worthy enough. However, if he gains immortality, it is likely that the character will retire from the realm of the living and never be heard of again. So it's kind of like turning your character by turning into an immortal, you gain all these benefits, but you can't play the character anymore, obviously, because it would be kind of unbalanced if your character is just some godlike being. Now we're moving on to treasure. This is the interesting part because I always love loot, but we've got magical treasure, choosing treasures. I'm gonna see how this is because in the Dungeon Master's Guide for 5th edition, this might be similar. Let's read. In this section and in the next several sections, the DM will read methods for choosing which treasures to appear in his or her game. Most treasures, of course, are associated with a monster. The treasure is the treasure in the monster's lair, or it is the treasure the monster carries with it most of the time. There are two ways to determine what sort of treasure belongs to a monster: deliberately and randomly. Okay. So kind of similar to 5th edition, where you can, if you're like, my players have been asking for a bag of holding and I want to give them one, so this next monster is going to have one, or you have random treasure, which is just, random treasure. You roll for it. So, coins in thousands, oh my. Gems, jewelry, special treasure, and magical items, treasures carried. And then we have average treasure values table. Back then, gold was, I think I've already read this, but gold was a way to level up. It was gold and monster XP, but your main source of XP was gold. So like if you got 1,000 gold pieces, you get 1,000 XP, stuff like that. But we've got jewelry value table, jewelry type table, special treasure value table, magical items main table. So it's a lot smaller now. In the Dungeon Master's Guide, there's tons of magic items. And I think there still are in this, but for magic items main table, we have a D100. 1 through 25 is a potion. 26 through 37 is a scroll. 38 through 46 is a wand, staff, or rod. 47 and 52 is a ring. 53 through 62 is miscellaneous magical item. 63 through 72 is armor or shield. 73 to 83 is missile, weapon, or missile. 84 to 92 is a sword, and 93 to 100 is miscellaneous weapon. And then over here we have potions, scrolls, wands, staves, and rods, rings, and then miscellaneous items. And then it just goes on. No, what is it? This is magical weapon generation. So you roll for this, and you determine what you get. Then we've got potions, potion descriptions. What is this? Do you mean? Just tons of spell, tons of things. We've got agility, animal control, antidote, blending. What? The user may change color at will to any color pattern or combinations of colors. Weird. Is that like for potions? Only color can be altered, but all items carried. Oh, so it's person. So it's like if you want to be suddenly green. Okay. Bug repellent, which is it's kind of self-explanatory. It's bug repellent. What is this? Clairaudience. The user may listen to noises, including speech, in any area up to 60 away through the ears of a creature in that area. Okay, so it's like clairvoyance, but clairaudience, and then right underneath is clairvoyance, climbing, defense, delusion. The user will believe this potion to have the effect of any one other potion. Roll again for the fake potion. However, it has no real effect. Okay, so it's like a placebo. Diminution, where you just shrink. Dragon control. There are several different types of this potion, one corresponding to each dragon type. The user may control up to 3 small dragons at once, but the dragons do get saving throws. Okay. Large and huge dragons are not affected by these potions. The controlled dragons will do whatever is commanded of them, except cast spells. They will be hostile when the control ends. Roll 1d20 to find the type of dragons affected. White for crystal, black for onyx, green for jade, blue for sapphire. No, I'm sorry. White or crystal, black or onyx, green or jade, blue or sapphire, red or ruby, gold or amber. So I didn't realize they had crystal dragons back then. Dream speech, elasticity, elemental form, ESP, oh my goodness, these words. Ethereality, fire resistance, flying, fortitude, freedom, gaseous form, giant strength, staple, growth, healing, another staple, heroism, human control, invisibility. This potion will have the same effect as the magic user as the magic user spell invisibility. Okay, invulnerability. Yep. Levitation, longevity. This user immediately becomes 10 years younger. Luck, merging. The effect of this potion is quite unusual. The user can permit others to actually merge their forms with the users, including all equipment carried, as if all were gaseous. A maximum of 7 other creatures can merge with the user of the potion. The merging cannot be forced. The user can, at will, prevent anyone from merging. A creature merged with the user can leave the merger by merely stepping out. No creature merged with another, including the user, can attack or cast a spell, but he may speak. Damage to the user of this potion does not affect those merged. Okay. Weird, but okay. Plant control, poison, polymorph self, sight, speech, speed. We're getting to the end. Super healing. Okay. The potion acts just like an application of Cleric's Cure critical wound spell. See, yeah, okay. Swimming, treasure finding. By concentrating, the user can detect the direction and distance, but not the amount, of the largest treasure within 360 degrees. I'm not sure. Undead control and water breathing. Looking at how many pages we have left, we might finish in this episode. And if we do finish, I'll stay on and record a longer episode. But if we finish this, the next Monday will be a different book. But let's see if we can finish. We got scrolls. Who can use? Only magic users, elves, and 10th level or higher thieves can use magical scrolls. Only clerics and druids can use clerical scrolls. Only druids can use druidic scrolls. To determine what's on a scroll, characters must have enough light to read by. Magic users and elves must use a read magic spell to determine what's on a scroll. Thieves, clerics, and druids simply read their scrolls. In any case, all characters must not read the scroll aloud unless they also wish to cast a spell at the same time as they figure out the kind of spell. So if you're reading it and you're like, hey, it says hold person, suddenly you cast a spell. Protection spells, treasure maps. Anyone who can read, not just spellcasters, may understand treasure maps. A character who cannot read may make an intelligence check to understand the map anyway. Such maps do not disappear when read. Okay. Spell description. Communication, creation, cursed, delay, equipment, illumination, mages, maps to treasure, mapping, portals, protection from elementals. I'm just going down the list. Questioning. The user of the scroll may ask questions of any non-living, non-magical objects. Their answers will appear on the scroll. That's kind of cool. The scroll will display up to 3 answers per day. The answers will be given as if the objects were living beings, but they will be limited to simple observations as if the objects could see, hear, and smell. The scroll cannot be used to question living or magical items. Okay. Repetition, seeing, shelter, kind of self-explanatory. Spell catching. The scroll is blank when found. It may be used to catch a spell cast at the user. If it cannot catch spell-like effects, nor can it catch device-produced effects such as from a wand, but a spell cast from a scroll can be caught. There are 4 types of this scroll. Roll 1d10 to determine their capacity. And then we got first to second, first to fourth, first to sixth, first to eighth. Okay. Spells, trapping, truth. Wand, stabs, and rods. We got wand of. This is just loot. We got wand of cold, wand of enemy detection, wand of fear, wand of fireballs, always a good one. Wand of illusion, wand of lightning bolts, another good evocation spell. Wand of magic detection, wand of metal detection, wand of negation, wand of paralyzation, wand of polymorphing, wand of secret door detection, and wand of trap detection. Okay, and then we got stabs, rods, which are all kind of the same, but they probably have a different effect. Rings, ring of delusion, ring of ear. This ring worn in the ears and earring has no effect when worn. However, when removed and placed against any surface, a door, chest, etc., the user may hear all noises occurring within 60 degrees of the surface. That's pretty cool. Djinn summoning, fire resistance, holiness. This ring is usable only by a cleric or druid. Human control, invisibility, another staple. Life protection, memory, protection +1, +2, +3, +4. Quickness, regeneration, that's a good one. Remedies, safety. The effect of this ring is similar to that of a potion of luck. If the ring's wearer fails a saving throw, his player may change fate by announcing that his saving throw was in fact successful. The ring will negate 1d failed saving throws and then disintegrate. Okay, so you get 1d4, you can get 1 through 4, but that's pretty good. Seeing, spell eating. Although this ring appears and functions as a ring of spell turning, it has an extra detrimental effect if the user is a spellcaster. After the spellcaster has cast a spell while the ring is worn, the ring eats. Is that eats? Yeah, eats all the remaining spells memorized by the spellcaster. Oh my! The ring cannot be removed after it has eaten the wearer's. The ring cannot be removed after it is removed. The ring cannot be removed after it has eaten the wearer's spells. Those spells can be restudied and safely cast until a remove curse spell is applied by 25th or higher level spellcaster. Okay, never find this ring. Spell storing, spell turning, another one. Survival, telekinesis, we get that. Truth, truthfulness, okay. Truthlessness, water walking, weakness, wishes, of course, and X-ray vision. And then we've got magical and miscellaneous ones. Amulet of protection from crystal balls and ESP. Bag of devouring, I did not know that it was always around. I thought it was a newer one. Bag of holding, boat under sea, which I'm guessing is like a submarine. As it's magical, however, it's armor. Magical. Oh, okay. It's I'm not reading. I'll read it out. This item appears identical to a standard riverboat, see chapter 4, and can be used as one. As is magical, however, its armor class is 4 and it has 40 hull points. It is operated by a magical command word that its maker knows. Characters who find an undersea boat may have to go on an adventure to discover the boat's command word. If the command word is known, no rowers or sailors are required. The boat will obey commands to start, stop, turn to port, turn to starboard, stop turning, submerge, and surface. When underwater, the boat radiates a water-breathing effect, protecting all passengers and crew as long as they touch it. The undersea boat can be fitted with grips so the passengers can avoid drifting away. Okay. Note, the DM may wish to create similar magical boats that only travel on ice, sand, and in the air, and so forth. Okay, boots of levitation, boost of speed, boots of traveling and leaping, bowl of commanding water elementals, brazier of commanding brazier of commanding fire elementals, not brazier. Broom of flying, sensor of controlling elementals, chime of time. This simple metal stick is 3 inches, 3 feet long and made of silver metal. On command, it will keep track of time, chiming every hour on the hour. The chime can be heard by all within 60. I don't know if it's feet, inches, I don't know. And I lost my place. Regardless of intervening spells, intervening walls, rocks, etc. If dampened by silence, 15 radius spell. Okay. Crystal ball with clairaudience. Crystal ball with ESP. Displacer cloak, that's a good one. Drums of panic. These large kettle drums have no effect on any creature within 10 feet of them. When used, however, all creatures 10 to 240 feet away must make a saving throw versus spell or run away from the user for 3 full turns. Okay. Ifriti bottle. Egg of wonder. This strange item is the size of a chicken's egg, but it may be of any color. An egg breaks when dropped or thrown to 60 feet maximum range and falling around. In the falling round, a creature emerges from it. Emerges from the egg to normal size. Thereafter, bang will throw the egg to the best of its ability. The creature will disappear after 1 hour of existence or when slain. Okay, and then we've got baboon, rock, bat giant, bear black, bear grizzly, boar, cat mountain lion, cat panther, ferret giant, lizard gecko, lizard draco, snake racer, wolf normal. Okay, elven cloak, elven boots, flying carpet, gauntlet of overpower, girdle of giant strength, helm of alignment changing, that's self-explanatory, helm of reading, helm of telepathy, helm of teleportation. I've actually had a homebrew. I took the helm of teleportation and homebrewed into a ring because they didn't want a helmet. Horn of blasting, lamp hurricane. This item appears and has functioned as a lamp of long burning in all respects, but only after its storm has passed, as described hereafter. Okay. This lamp is always closed when found. When the shutters are opened, violent gusts of wind and rain come from the lamp, dousing the holder, who gets no saving throw, and all others within 30 feet. This hurricane lasts for 3 rounds. Each victim must make a saving throw versus spells, and all those failings are knocked over from the wind. Okay. Not good. Lamp of long burning, medallion of ESP 90 range. Medallion of ESP 30, medallion of ESP 90. Mirror of life trapping. This unique item stores man-sized or smaller creatures from it for an indefinite period. That's horrifying. Any such creature who looks in the mirror must make a saving throw versus spell or be sucked into it, complete with all equipment and treasure. The mirror can store up to 20 creatures. When it is full, no more can be trapped. Creatures trapped in the mirror do not age or need food or air, but they are completely powerless. Anyone can talk with the creatures trapped in the mirror if they speak the same language. If the mirror is broken, all the creatures trapped within are immediately released. However, trapped individuals can be recovered without harming the mirror by using a wish spell. Okay. Muzzle of training, nail finger, nail of pointing, ointment, which is blessing, healing, poison, scarring, soothing, tanning. Tanning? The solves cause all the recipient's skin to turn a bright color, determined randomly from red, yellow, orange, blue, green, or brown. The effect cannot be removed but will gradually wear off in 1d4 months. Okay. Pouch of security, quill of copying, rope of climbing, scarab of protection, slate of identification. Slate of identification. Stone of controlling earth elementals, talisman of elemental travel, wheel of floating, wheel of fortune. How many? I have a fair amount, so maybe we'll end at treasures. Armor and shields. Hold on, let me see how long this goes. Yeah. Okay, so we'll finish treasure today. Armors and shields, cursed, special power descriptions, cure wounds, electricity, energy drain, ethereality, fly, gaseous form, haste, invisibility, reflection, missile weapons and missiles, missile talent descriptions, swords, okay. Weapon class, designing special swords, cursed swords, sword abilities, lots of swords indeed. Miscellaneous weapons, returning weapons, standard. Talents. What are talents? Talents are unusual magical powers that various weapons can have. Breathing, charming, deceiving, defending, deflecting, draining, extinguishing, finding, flaming, flying, healing again. Was healing already? No, healing was not one of them. Hiding, holding, lightning, silencing, slicing, slowing, speeding, translating. This weapon has this talent will, on command, enable you to understand any language. Any language is heard. This ability lasts for 6 turns. I will stab you so that I can translate your magic. Watching and wishing, and then we have artifacts. These are probably very powerful, but yeah, these look. Yeah, it only gives a sample. Mask of Bacarius, and then I guess it gives you. Yeah, it gives you making magical items. So maybe artifacts or something. 40th level for purposes of determining the magical effects, and then it teaches you how to make one. Armor and weapons. This is all creating, which is kind of similar to 5th edition, I assume. Making magical constructs, which is very neat. Making huge magical items with a frame. And we're almost done. I think I will push to finish the book today. These are not buildings. These are fortresses. Spell research. Experiencing spells and enchanted items. Dangers of spell research. And then we're on to campaigning. D&D campaign is an organized framework which you, the Dungeon Master, create to provide a realistic setting for a series of fantastical adventures. It should reflect the interest of both the DM and the players. Okay, and then we got campaign tone, goals, designing the setting, your bog standard creation, history, languages, government, important NPCs, adapting the game to the setting, selecting character classes. Yeah, it's just your basic designing dungeons, types of dungeons. Yeah. I get this. Then we get planes of existence, arrangement of the planes, time, gravity, vortexes, and wormholes. Okay, we're getting a little weird. Ethereal plane, vision, breathing. More on breathing, elemental planes, the astral plane, the outer planes. Variant rules, ability scores, death in the campaign. If you want your campaign to behave more like the fantasy stories you read or see in the movies, you might get rid of spells and magical items that bring people back to life. Okay, I know that's common. Then we got variant rules, the D&D game world. This is just this is a game world that already exists. Great maps though. Look at these colored maps. Very nice. I think that's it though. Yeah, and then here the world of Mystara. Okay, so that's the one we're on. The Hollow World. I don't see Greyhawk unless some of this is Greyhawk. The D&D game world. I'm going fast now because this is kind of like nearing the end. Yeah. Conversions for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And in the back here we have DM's character card. Character record sheet. Oh, those are some. Look how simple it was. Thaco. Your strength, intelligence, wisdom, dex, con and charisma, spell books, random hex maps, and then the indices. And then that's it. It's been a couple weeks, but we finally sat down and we finished the Dungeons and Dragons Rules Cyclopedia. So next week, I'm not going to say what's going to be next. It will be older books. I may eventually drift into newer books, but I feel like those have videos already. But that's the Rules Cyclopedia. Let's see how many pages we went through. Does it say how many pages? That'd be nice to know. It does not really say how many pages. But we finished it. So thanks for watching, and every Monday there'll be a new one of these. It'll be a different book completely, and I have plenty of books to go through, so I will be doing this for a fair amount of time. But thanks for watching.